Okay, I have I've looked at part four. The reasons why I chose pine wood was because it was a softwood, it's easy to cut and it's lightweight. Now, because the product is easy to cut, it means that it won't slow down the production line. The production line is basically each stage of the production of the shelter until it is dropped in the danger zone. So it means that it won't slow down the production line, which is very good. So what I've been looking at also what I've been looking at was how I could also, reduce material as well, reduce the amount of material that I use and things like that. So pine wood was also a very good material. Reasons why I chose pine wood over MDF was because MDF in especially in Syria, people are gonna they don't have cookers there and things like that. This is a danger zone. They're gonna be using broken pots and that with hot water, and if hot water spills onto MDF, it will actually destroy the MDF board. We have a lot of insects and things which will be flying, which will be going around, and they'll be tearing into the board, which is very unsuitable as well. Also, MDF is very hard, not as in very flat to sleep on, so which would probably cause some back pains and backaches and things like that. That's why I didn't want to use that. So I decided to use pine wood. Why? Because you could easily carve certain edges and things like that just to make different shapes. Also for my structure, I was inspired by honeycomb. A Basically, I was inspired by a beehive. That's what I was inspired by when I saw the beehive, and it had those little triangular kind of not triangular, so trapezium like kind of structures. I said, okay, you know what, let me develop this structure and then take it to the next level. So obviously I got the structure and I added another structure on top of it. Now to really attach the pieces together, to make sure that the pieces were strong, I had to use certain joints. So I had to use, certain joints like the dado joints and also mitre joints. I also had to use for the sleeping beds to go through. That's when I use my dado joints, and also for the edges, the corners and things like that, to make sure that the corners clip on properly. I had to make sure that I use the mitre joints and put that together. Now another thing I did also, I tried experimenting, like how can I increase the amount of people there, because the purpose was to fit as many people as you can into the shelter. This was relating back to the brief. So fit as many people as you can into the shelter, so that they'll be able to sleep, and also you can provide you not provide food for them to cook, not provide things for them to eat, but you at least they'll have a space for them to cook. So I thought to myself, okay, why not, like they have in beehives, let me stack the actual structure on top of each other. So I had like 5 6 structures piling on top of each other, and I had like certain bed areas in there, and on one sleeping bed it can fit about 3 children, maybe 2 adults at a time, or maximum around 3 people. So I said, okay, that's one sleeping bed. If I add another sleeping bed and maybe one or two on the side, or a sleeping mat for the floor and things like that, I'll be able to fit in a lot more people into this space. So then I started to, think, go ahead more, and I thought about the structure. I really did think about the structure. Breaking it down is, as I got to 5, breaking it down was really the one of the issues. What actually was not an issue. Why? Because I could literally expand on this idea, which later on I did. So that was it really. That was the main reason why I picked the pine wood over the MDF.